May thy servant, Camilla, who wears this crown, be filled with thy abundant grace and with all princely virtues. The royal family is no stranger to drama, but this time, the stakes are higher than ever. Whispers from palace walls suggest that Prince William is on a mission to safeguard Princess Diana's legacy. As the world watches, one must wonder if this is the final stand, the move that could alter the future of the monarchy. I believe the deceitful way the interview was obtained substantially influenced what my mother said, Prince William once remarked. The interview was a major contribution to making my parents' relationship worse and has since hurt countless others. These words speak volumes about the tension that has long simmered within the royal family. Prince William's bold actions in recent years could very well signal the end of Queen Camilla's influence within royal affairs. Could this be the ultimate power play that reshapes the monarchy forever? Before we unravel the shocking details, it's crucial to understand the dynamics at play. Who exactly is Prince William in the grand hierarchy of the royal family? How did Queen Camilla rise to her current position of power, and what events have brought them to this explosive turning point? Prince William's life has been anything but ordinary. From the moment he was born, he carried the weight of royal expectations on his tiny shoulders. As the eldest son of Charles and the iconic Princess Diana, William's every move has been scrutinized under the relentless gaze of the world. His royal destiny was set in stone as early as his baptism at Buckingham Palace in 1982, with none other than Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip presiding over the ceremony. But Prince William didn't stick to the script. Instead of following the well-trodden royal path, he blazed his own trail. Choosing Eton College over the family's traditional Gordonstown, William signaled early on that he was going to do things his way. This was only the beginning. After school, he embarked on a gap year filled with adventure and purpose, dabbling in army training, teaching kids in Chile, and experiencing the raw beauty of Africa. In 2001, a pivotal moment arrived when William stepped onto the historic grounds of the University of St Andrews in Scotland. It was here that he met Kate Middleton, and their romance, which started in those university corridors, would go on to captivate the world. But even as his personal life blossomed, duty called. William stepped into his next role as Officer Cadet Wales, embodying the responsibilities expected of a future king. After commissioning as a second lieutenant in December 2006, William joined forces with his brother, Prince Harry, in military service. However, the real adventure began in 2008 when William graduated from the Royal Air Force College Cranwell, earning his RAF wings. With his pilot's license in hand, he became a search and rescue pilot flying the iconic Yellow Sea King helicopters, saving lives across the UK. Imagine the future King of England swooping in to rescue you, a memory for the ages. Was this a bold escape from royal monotony, or was it an extension of his deep desire to serve? By 2015, William took a step further into the civilian world, joining the East Anglian Air Ambulance as a full-time pilot. Balancing life as a first responder and a royal, he often spoke about how rewarding it was to work on the front lines. It's hard to picture a prince in uniform responding to emergencies, but for William, this was more than a job, it was a calling. However, as with all great adventures, this chapter had to close in 2017. Increasing royal responsibilities pulled him back into the fold. But his time in the cockpit wasn't just a detour. It shaped his outlook and grounded his approach to leadership. That same dedication extended to his work as a staunch advocate for causes close to his heart. Since becoming patron of Tusk Trust in 2005, William has been a passionate champion for wildlife conservation in Africa. His efforts to combat poaching and habitat destruction reflect his deep commitment to making a difference. Proving that his mission to protect and preserve extends far beyond the skies, William's bond with Passage, an organization focused on homelessness, began when he visited it as a child with Diana. Decades later, in 2019, he officially became its patron, reinforcing his lifelong fight to provide hope and support to those without a home through outreach programs and shelter services. His admiration for emergency services runs deep, thanks to his own experiences as a pilot. Having seen the demands and sacrifices of first responders up close, he's now a staunch supporter of air ambulance charities, including Wales Air Ambulance and London's Air Ambulance Charity. For William, These causes are personal missions rooted in gratitude and respect for those who save lives on the front lines. Now, let's turn our attention to Queen Camilla's journey to her current position. Her path has been one of resilience, reinvention, and redemption. From scandal to sovereignty, Camilla's life story is a complex tale shaped by personal trials, public scrutiny, and the shadow of controversy. Her early marriage to Andrew Parker Bowles in 1973 was followed by her headline-grabbing relationship with Prince Charles. This relationship was tumultuous, and Camilla's involvement in it was widely criticized, especially by Diana's supporters. But despite the controversies, Camilla has slowly transformed from a polarizing figure to a widely accepted senior royal. The turning point arguably came after her marriage to Charles in 2005. Taking on the title of Duchess of Cornwall, she dove into charitable work, focusing on issues like literacy, domestic abuse, and osteoporosis awareness. Slowly but surely, her efforts began to change perceptions, and Queen Elizabeth herself extended significant gestures of approval, gifting Camilla the Greville tiara, a treasured family heirloom, and honoring her with the Royal Family Order of Elizabeth. These acts of recognition weren't just symbolic, they signaled Camilla's growing acceptance within both the royal family and the public eye. Following their wedding, Clarence House became the official residence for Charles and Camilla, serving as the hub for their royal duties and personal life. Yet beyond the grandeur of Clarence House, the couple found comfort in a collection of retreats across the UK where they could escape the spotlight and enjoy moments of tranquility amidst their demanding royal roles. Birk Hall in Scotland, nestled amidst picturesque landscapes, remains one of their cherished getaways. Highgrove House in Gloucestershire, a family estate, serves as a hub for intimate gatherings with loved ones. There's also their Welsh retreat, Lwynewyrmd, which has become a favourite summer haven where they connect with local communities. Despite her busy royal schedule, Queen Camilla has always held a special place in her heart for Reham House, the personal property she owned from 1997 to 2003. This idyllic retreat offers her a rare chance to relax with her children and grandchildren, far from the relentless spotlight of royal life. Over the years, Camilla's role in the royal family has grown into one of significance and influence. On the 7th anniversary of her marriage to Charles in April 2012, Queen Elizabeth honored her with the Royal Victorian Order, recognizing her dedication to the monarchy. This marked an important milestone in her journey toward earning respect and admiration within royal circles and beyond. 4 years later, in 2016, Camilla's appointment to the British Privy Council further solidified her place as a key advisor to the Crown. Her service reached new heights in January 2022 when she was named a Royal Lady of the Most Noble Order of the Garter, one of Britain's most prestigious honours. Yet the months that followed brought unexpected challenges. In February 2022, Camilla tested positive for COVID-19, shortly after Prince Charles contracted the virus. Thankfully, both made full recoveries, but the moment underscored the resilience required in their roles. When Queen Elizabeth passed away on September 8, 2022, the royal family entered a new chapter. Charles ascended the throne, and Camilla officially became the Queen Consort. Their coronation on May 6, 2023, at Westminster Abbey was a historic event that symbolized their shared commitment to leading the monarchy into the future. Camilla's responsibilities as Queen Consort have expanded, placing her at the forefront of official events and charitable work. Her advocacy for osteoporosis awareness, a cause she has championed since 1994, remains a cornerstone of her public service. Beyond that, her efforts extend to promoting literacy, animal welfare, and poverty alleviation, reflecting a broader dedication to social issues. But behind the scenes, her relationship with Prince William tells a far more complicated story. Initially, William wasn't exactly Camilla's biggest fan. Growing up in the middle of his parents' turbulent marriage, he couldn't ignore the role Camilla played in his father's life. During that time, his loyalty to Princess Diana ran deep, and that made early interactions with Camilla pretty frosty. However, time changes everything. As William grew older and Camilla stepped into her role as a key figure in the royal family, he began to see her in a new light. She wasn't trying to replace Diana or overstep her boundaries. Instead, she quietly focused on her royal duties and charitable work, letting her actions speak for themselves. Slowly but surely, William's perspective softened. Today, their relationship is far from the icy early days. It's professional, polite, and perhaps even friendly. However, contrast that with Prince Harry's take on Camilla, and you've got a whole different story. Harry, who remains publicly estranged from his family, continues to be vocal about his feelings toward Camilla, often expressing disdain and bitterness. But where does this leave us now? What will happen if the family's internal conflicts become too much for the monarchy to bear? Could this fracture create a schism that would irrevocably change the way the monarchy functions? The tension between Prince William and Camilla could very well be the catalyst for the monarchy's most significant shift in generations. With everything at stake, we can only watch as this royal drama unfolds, and as we do, the world holds its breath.